What's going on YouTube? Swag Master Hanzo here, bringing you a Harpie deck. I want to give a shout out to Human Entity4 for showing his Harpie deck. It's very similar to his, although I've got a few different tech cards in. Throw me some suggestions, and I want to make it more trap heavy. But I was playing it at locals today. It put in so much work. I went 3-1, and I only lost because I was late. I stepped out to get something to eat, and I didn't think it was going to start that soon. I had a round 1 loss, won the first round, and the next round, it was time. We went to turns, and I misplayed, and he hit me for 22, but I guarantee I would have won that match if we would have went to the actual game to the end. So let's get started. First off, we're playing 3 Harpie Channeler. This card is so fucking boss. It's just like, damn, it's like Summoner Monk for Harpies, but it can become a level 7, and this is how you get off all your big plays. Next, we have 3 Harpie Queen, no ultimates, those are expensive. But Harpie Queen, that's a great card. Can pitch it to get Harpie's Hunting Ground. 1900 increases attack with Hunting Ground and Harpie Lady 1. Level 4. And combo's good with Summoner Monk. We have 3 Harpie Lady 1s. I don't like Cyber Harpie because it can increase its attack. Having multiple ladies on the field at one time is awesome. Also gives advantage to your other wind monsters that are in the deck. And it's just the best one. I don't run the other one just because it's improbable. But Harpie Lady 1s are good. Next tech card. 3 Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. When I first started looking at the deck, I was like, man, Ninja Harpies would be so cool. And I seen Human Entities, and he like used it, and I was like, yeah, it's a real thing. Good card because it's 1800. It searches out Ninjutsu Art Super Transformation, and it's gonna make your opponent hesitate on what to play. And this format is kind of weird, but you know, you can just get off so many great plays with Hanzo, and you know, it's a safe. Also comes well with Hysteric Sign because you want to psych them out and they might destroy a Hysteric Sign instead of Ninjutsu Art, and that's always a good thing. My favorite card in the deck, well, second favorite card, Tempest, the Wind Dragon. He doesn't get a lot of love because, you know, he's the weakest Wind Dragon ruler, but he's splashable in this deck. He searches, he's level 7. He helps get out our rank 7 plays. He can be a wall for a turn. Use him with Hanzo. He will come back, but I mean, it kind of stops your opponent from attacking you, and then next thing you know, you're making big plays. Next, another all-star of the deck, Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is so broke in this deck, man. It's ridiculous because it basically gives you 5 channelers, and it's so unfair when you get him and Hysteric Sign together because you're gonna plus off of everything, and usually you'll have a Harpie card in your hand, and so, you know, bring out Channeler, bring out Harpie Channeler, and pitch, bring out Harpies Pet Dragon, and just keep moving. 2 of the babies because you need a target for Hanzo. If you know, something happens, you can only get Hanzo to the grave. Bring him out in defense. I play 2 because if you draw this and another Harpie card, discarding is not a problem to get a Tempest really quick. Or if you draw both of these, which happens pretty often, pitch them both and get DRACOSSACK, or not DRACOSSACK, Tempest, and then, you know, after that, you know, you can banish him again, and when Tempest returns, it's just a whole lot of good stuff. One effect Veiler, I had cited this in, I just hadn't taken it out, but I think I'm gonna leave it in the main deck just because it's good. It's good. It's you know, I was playing Quillpin, and that's a good card too. But like I said, we'll go over the side deck. And then one Harpies Pet Dragon. If I had to, I'd play 2, but I'm actually thinking of just keeping this at 1 because I play Summoner Monks and only 2 swords because I only have 2 swords. But 1 is good because it doesn't clog, and if you do end up drawing it, you can banish it. And there's other ways to get around it. Also, I play Queen Djin and Daigusto Emeral, so recycling is not a problem, and it usually, like, almost like I play 2 the way I run this deck. And so 1 is good because it doesn't clog. Because you run 3 Tempests, and so you have 4 level 7 monsters, which is pretty legit. Then play Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Reinforcement of the Army. And that's for Hanzo. This is for blowing up back row, which you're going to do a lot in this deck. And Monster Reborn. And I don't play a Dark Hole just because you're usually going to have a massive field presence. And getting rid of monsters, I don't think is that much of an issue in this deck, like ever. I'm going to play 2 Sacred Swords because this is a great draw engine, especially when you use your Hanzo Tempest turn. You'll play this, draw 2 cards, and get a Tempest effect. 2 Harpie Honeyground, the MST, and the booster of the deck. Also, great pitch fodder for Channeler and Summoner Monk. It's amazing, and they're super swag. 3 Hysteric Sign. Now, a lot of people like only play 2, and the reason why I play 3 is because I play 2 Elegant Egotist, and it gets off a lot of rank 4 plays, and it's good. It's just good MST bait. Like, they're gonna be so upset when they pop this and you haven't used it a turn, or if you're like, oh man, all I have is a Harpie Queen or whatever and I need to make a play. This card gets Elegant Egotist to your hand, and then you're gonna make good plays. And like, yeah, you can only use 1 effect per turn, but you can usually pick and demand which one you want to use, and that's always good. So I mean, right now, like, I would play 3 just because it's broken. You're gonna +3 if it gets destroyed. You'll draw into a Summoner Monk. You'll do so much, and then you can discard a Hysteric Party. So once you just swarm the field, then you'll get to +3. 2 Elegant Egotist is going to get out any rank 4 play you want, and it's going to do Shockmaster plays, which doesn't happen often, but it does happen. It's easy to happen. It's just an option. It's a wonderful option at that. So 2 Ninja 2 Art Super Transformation, because this is going to get to your Pet Dragon quick, or it's going to get to your Tempest quick. And then you can just bust out Channeler, go for it. Might not even have to pitch. It's a good card, and it removes monsters from your opponent's side. Even if they have a problem monster like XYZs don't have a level, but you can still send it to the graveyard. It's just you don't get to count the level. You only have 4 stars to work with, which is cool because you have the baby dragon, the lightning, and so that's good. Hysteric Party. This card is fucking broken. You don't ever have to worry about cards in the graveyard. You can recycle them. That's why I think when I took out Quillpin, because I noticed that I usually like having this in the graveyard. The only time I like to recycle is when I have Elegant Egotist and all my Harpie Lady ones are in the graveyard. This card is so good, and it's great when it gets off, and it gets off a lot. And you just have to discard 1 card. Hopefully that card is Hysteric Sign. Double Mirror Force, because it pisses people off. Like, I was playing a guy today, he was just playing Constellars, and just as soon as he thought he was gonna destroy something, double Mirror Force. Next turn thought he was gonna get off Mirror Force, and then I got off a big eye play, and it was awesome. Then 1 Solemn Judgment. Now, one thing I'm trying to do with this deck is I want to make it more trap heavy. I just don't know what to take out and move around. Oh, another thing, Got these sleeves today. You know, I just thought they were pretty dope because, you know, it has a lady and a dragon. And I was like, hey, Harpie lady, do that. And so, alright, now on to the extra deck. I got these today. I got them for a pretty good deal. 2 DRACOSSACK. Man. I'm not going to tell you how much it cost me, but it's a lot better than paying $300, I'll tell you that. And I definitely had to come up today. DRACOSSACK, basically first turn DRACOSSACK, it makes your opponent panic. They're going to have to figure out ways. Kai's got over it one time, but I wasn't really worried about that because he has exhausted some resources to, you know, to get him off. One big eye, I want to get another one because, like, it makes clutch ass plays, and that's another level 7, and it's a good level 7. But I have DRACOSSACK, so I'll probably go into DRACOSSACK before I go into a big eye. But, you know, it's like one or the other. If you play 1 DRACOSSACK, 2 big eyes, cool. Or if you play 2 DRACOSSACK, 1 big eye, they both work. 1 Gaia Charger just because it's another rank 7. And it does piercing. It's 26, so it's good. This is probably my... Man, this card put in so much work today. 2 Winged Beasts, Ice Beast, Zerophyne, and negates all effects face up on your opponent's side, and then gets 300 for each. And, you know, if you have a pretty strong field presence, leftover ninjutsu arts, leftover hysteric signs, anything, it gains 300 points. And so I got this up to about 47 today. And, like, I played one guy, he had a trag on the field, played this, went to 0, and then I hit him for 47. And then attacked for game. Like, this card puts in work. They should have, like, made this secret rare, or not secret rare, but super rare. Like, this card's really good for Harpies. 2 Lightning Chidoris. This card also put in equal amounts of work because it's just like it doesn't pop stuff. It bounces it back to the deck, and, you know, that can get really annoying because you have a set card unless it's bottomless. You know, it's pretty legit, you know, like, it gets over deep prison, gonna put exceeds back into his extra deck, and it's a good deck. It's a good card. Now for when things aren't going so good, because we don't play in rank 3s, you know, Zenmain's Maestroke is actually absolutely beasting in this deck, and it's really good because, you know, it's like Zenmain's, he just doesn't pop stuff, he Buckamoons it. Instead, this is the Ophion killer. You know, it's just a boss-ass card. Like, one of the best Exceed rank 4s you could have. That's basic. 1 Pearl for those Ophion players. I didn't even play Ophion today, but, you know, no problems. Cowboy for that extra burn or getting over something. Like I said, monster removal is not a problem in this deck. 1 Roach, because piss off Machina players or, you know, anybody really that does a lot of special summoning. I didn't play Dragon Rulers today. I don't think there were any Dragon Rulers. Well, there's one, but I didn't play them. I think Mermails were the top 2. And then one Shockmaster, Lockdown, monster effects, spells. Like, you know, it doesn't. I don't think I got them out twice today, but, you know, it's pretty easy to get 3 level 4 monsters out, and then lock down whatever you think is appropriate. Daigusto Emeral, pot of avarice of the deck, recycles Pet Dragon, a whole lot of other things. And then Queen Djin. This is another tech card I saw Human Entity4 have. Great card. It's almost like running 2 Pet Dragons if you have a Pet Dragon in the graveyard. And you wouldn't go into this unless you had Tempest or something in the graveyard, because it'll just bring it right back. Its effects will be negated. So if you use this on Tempest, like, Tempest is just going to be a 24 beat stick just chilling until you get another channeler or whatever. And who cares about Harpies Pet Dragon's effect, because you're about to rank 7 with it. So this is good. This is why I don't think I need 2. Okay. And that's the deck. Now I want to go over my side deck. I had a rush side deck today just because I didn't have all the time because I was gonna play heroes, but then I was like, if I get a DRACOSSACK, I'm gonna play Harpies, and I did get a DRACOSSACK. So first things first, I decided this out, like I said earlier, but that's in there. This is probably gonna get taken out, but this was in the deck. But this was my effect veiler. This card puts in work. Missions of Yokai, because it's like breakthrough skill for levels. It doesn't, you know, stop effects, but you'll play this and then it'll be like, okay, levels go down 2. So wind-ups, levels go down 2. They'll try and go for a 5, they'll have to go for a 3 instead. They'll, you know, E-drags, they'll have to go to 5. It stops their play for a turn, it gives you some time, and then when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it. Decrease at 1 level. So basically it screws up Exceed monsters for 2 turns. Exceed plays. Okay, when Huge Revolution is over, 1 trap stun, and like I said, that's rushed. 2 Dust Tornadoes for extra back row removal, just in case, you know, it's not getting the job done. Whatever's coming around. 2 Mind Drain for E-Dragons. 1 Prohibition, you can pick it out and name it. 1 System Down. 2 Electric Virus for the Machina, Gear, and all that other stuff, along with the dragons. And then 2 Kaiku, also for dragons, or anything that does a lot of removing from play. It's a great card because, you know, it puts in work. And so this isn't the best side deck. Like I said, I have a better side deck. It's really based off your locals. And then Revo tokens, because you need tokens for DRACOSSACK. Alright, so if you have any suggestions of what to play and what not to play, how I can make it extra trap heavy, because I want to play like Bottomless and Icarus Attack, because those are really good cards in this deck. Let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. One more time, shout out to Human Entity4 for the great deck profile. Finagled it and I liked it. I'm gonna fool around with this some more, but you guys go like and subscribe his channel too. And thanks for watching. Peace.